shooting suspect in Henrico ends in North Carolina. Authorities say Ty Adam Washington II is dead, and a deputy is hurt after an exchange of gunfire in Rutherford County.
I started to open the door, and a cop come running up and told me, "Close your door, stay inside, stay inside." And they all went down that way.
Early Thursday morning, Rutherford County resident Julie saw this unfold right outside her home in North Carolina.
When all the police converged down there, he came out of the house shooting.
Julie saw helicopters, an armored vehicle, and officers in tactical gear during a standoff between law enforcement and 26-year-old Ty Adam Washington II. Washington was wanted in Henrico for Tuesday's triple shooting on Mason Manor Drive. 2 women and a juvenile were shot and rushed to the hospital. At last check, they are still being treated for their injuries. On Wednesday, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office got an alert that Washington may be in North Carolina. Deputies found his car, but not him. The search for Washington led authorities to this area of Rutherford County, about 75 miles west of Charlotte. The sheriff's office found the 26-year-old fugitive, and a shootout started. During the exchange of gunfire, authorities said Washington was killed and a deputy was shot.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again. Did you all another video? Hope y'all having a very great day. Hope y'all having a very great week also. My day is going absolutely marvelous. Big shout out to all the channel members, all subscribers of the Trey King Show family, and much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of Virginia by way of Henrico. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of Virginia, everybody in Henrico. If I'm not saying Henrico right, please forgive me, because it's my first time actually hearing about this place. Now, also before I start, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story, and also keep those stories coming. Now, this story right here is really touching me because you have a mama, yes, Miss Taisha Hall, and I'm praying for your recovery, you and your 2 children. Now, this story is really touching me because you have a mama who's a single mother raising her children, even though 2 of them is already grown, and even though one of her children has already passed. He goes by the name of Ty Washington. He was the one that was doing the shooting or whatnot. She has a 21-year-old daughter that's grown also, and she's in critical condition along with the 12-year-old son. Now, you all may be wondering, well, Trey, how did the police, how did the people even hear about this story? Well, the story goes allegedly that Ty Washington broke inside his mama home. Yes, a sad situation right there. And you all may be thinking, what in the hell was going through this boy's mind when he would go break in his mama's house and attempt to kill them? And he almost got away with it. But thanks to the power of God, the grace of God, they are still alive, even though they are still listed in critical condition. So let's keep them in our prayers also. Now, I know some of y'all may be thinking, especially moms out there, what can make a son do this to his mama and also to his own siblings? I'm going to tell you this right here. It's called not loving yourself. It's called letting the enemy take over. And some of you all may be looking around right now like, Trey, what are you talking about, the enemy? You know, we're going to talk like the church folk talk because, you know, unfortunately, in these YouTube streets, a lot of people don't talk about God enough. They don't talk about self-love enough. They don't talk about what they really need to talk about. They talk about everything else, what's going on in celebrity land, but never nothing dealing with, you know, each other. Morality, that is, you know what I'm saying? And I try to focus more on that than anything. Now, I'm going to tell you this right here. If you're hearing voices and voices are telling you, look, kill yourself, or hurt yourself, or go hurt somebody else, you need to go seek help immediately. But like I tell people in these videos, look, before you kill anybody, and I don't want you to kill nobody, so let me make that clear. And don't kill your damn self. We don't promote that. But I'm going to say this right here. If you're going to take somebody out, take your damn self out. Don't take innocent people out that have nothing to do with your struggle or whatnot. And some of y'all also may be thinking, for those who like to make excuses up, well, what did the mom, Taisha Hall, do to her son, Ty Washington? Now, from what I heard, and also from what family and friends have said, that this is totally out the clear blue. They didn't have any sign that it was trouble. You know, they did not know anything was wrong. And clear enough, as you all can see, wasn't nothing wrong with the mama, the sister, and also the 2 brothers. Something was wrong with Ty Washington. Now, he was already making posts on Instagram, basically foretelling what he was going to do. So all this was pretty much premeditated. So anyway, Ty Washington broke inside his mama home, shot his mama and sister in the chest, and I'm sure he probably shot his brother in the chest also, fled the scene, and went and made a music video out of all damn things to do. And that's what really took me back right there. Like, how you sit up here and attempt to kill somebody, and then you go shoot a video, post it to YouTube, and had the video pre-scheduled to be released. That's a sad situation right there. Like, you had plenty of time to get this matter straight. And the matter is what's going on inside your head. Because if you need to be helped You know, if you need to be in some kind of treatment facility somewhere, I'm sure your mama or your family members would have helped you out. But anyway, Tyree fled to North Carolina and ultimately got into a shootout with deputies just a couple of days later, and they end up killing him, gunning him down right there. And my thing is also, how did he wind up in North Carolina, which I know he drove there, but the residence he was at, did he know these people? And also, how did they know he was there? Anyway, we'll break the rest down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I am going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go, rapper shoots mother, sister, and brother, then drops music video. Like, who in the hell does that? That's a sad situation right there. I mean, damn, and the music video is titled Be Free. Let me tell you this right here about life. You know, life is hard. Life is hard. You know what I'm saying? Every day you get up, men and women, you got to put your big boy drawers on. Yes, you got to put your big girl drawers on. And no, I'm not sitting up here trying to talk about, you know, being bigger or anything like that. No, we trying to enlighten each other. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. Let me tell you this right here. Life is a struggle every day. Every day you're going to have problems. So either you're going to deal with it or you're going to get lost in the sauce. So what I advise you all this right here. Look, every day, put your best foot forward, stick your chest out, and pray to God for the rest. And guess what? You will be all right, because you always going to have trouble in this life. And that's why I told you all earlier in the video about self-love, because when you love yourself, guess what you're not going to do? You're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to kill yourself. And guess what you're also not going to do? You're not going to hurt what you come from, and that's your parents, because guess what? They are a part of you. So when you look at your parents, don't you see you? Of course. It all goes back to self-love. Anyway, more people need to talk about that. Now, anyway, a Virginia rapper reportedly shot his mother, sister, and brother before dropping his music video on YouTube. Crying shame. Now, he later got into a shootout with police in another state where he was struck and ultimately killed. A whole damn shootout. I mean, like, dang. How you just come out the house just blasting at all these cops? Pretty much, Tyree Washington was pretty much ready to go. I hate to say it like that, because how in the hell could you think you win in this situation right there? And son, what was going through your mind? I'm not saying son in no disrespectful way, but what was going through your mind, young man? What you should have did was talk to your mama. If you can't talk to your mama, talk to somebody else in your family. Call your pastor up. Anybody other than doing this right here. Because guess what? Only you losing in. And I want you all to remember that right there. I don't like doing stories like this about people getting killed or whatnot, but the truth must be told. And thank you to all the copycats out there on YouTube who try to copy my formula. Guess what? It's only one, Trey King. Anyway, now, according to the news source, Ty Washington broke inside his mom's home. After gaining entry inside the home, Washington fired and struck his mother, Taisha Hall, and also his 21-year-old sister, and also his 12-year-old brother. Like, how can you get that mad and be that disappointed in life at the age you are at, 23 years old, where you ready to go kill mama and every damn body else in the home? And no, it wasn't no man there. I'm not going to say anything about the man not being there, because maybe the dad passed, or maybe, you know, him and the mom didn't work out. So I'm not going to sit up there and say that. I'll leave that for people in the comment section, because that's what y'all do. But I'm going to say this also, like, how you sit up here and let the devil play with your mind that much, even though some people don't talk about that no more, and even though some people don't believe in the devil. But let me tell you this right here. The greatest trick the devil ever told and ever pulled was trying to convince the world that what? He don't exist, that he didn't exist, when clearly he does exist. How you think we have all this evil or whatnot? It has to come from somewhere. And also, before you do something wrong, you hear what? You hear a voice inside your head or inside your heart, wherever you want to hear the voice from. It tells you whether you're doing right or wrong. It's called your conscience. So when you do right, guess what? You feel good. And when you do wrong, if you have any kind of morality in you, guess what? You feel bad about it, don't you? I know you do, because I'm the same way. And guess what? The moment you stop feeling bad about doing something wrong is you already lost. You already have what they call in church a reprobated mind. So what I'm trying to tell you all is right here. Look, you have to keep your temple. And I'm not talking about your home or whatnot. I'm talking about this right here. I'm talking about your soul when I mean your temple. You have to keep your temple clean. And guess what? The enemy cannot come in, because the only way the enemy can come in, guess what? Is when you're weak. And clearly, Ty Washington was weak spiritually. I want you all to really get that. Anyway, let's continue. Now, the deceased rapper Ty Washington video was pre-scheduled to drop on YouTube. And the title of that video was "Be Free," as you all can see the screenshot right there. And my thing is right there also, like, how you sit up here and want to go make a video to YouTube. I mean, did you want to be famous before you left this earth or whatnot? And also, I mean, out of all things that you could have rapped about and said about, where did all this pain come from? That's what I want to know right there. Because to be 23 and have all this hell inside of you and all this turmoil, that has to come from somewhere. So where did it come from? And that's why I tell you all parents, look, I don't care how old your child gets, your child is always going to be your child, whether they're 50 or 60. Look, talk to your children. And I'm not saying Miss Taisha Hall did not talk to Ty Washington, because I'm sure if she knew that he was going to do this, especially if it would have cost her life or even her other children's life, she sure would have stepped in. I really do believe that. So I'm trying to say this right here. Just check on your children sometime. You know what I'm saying? You just never know what may be going on inside their head. Anyway, let's finish up. After Ty Washington shot his mom, brother, and sister, he immediately fled the scene as the police conducted a statewide manhunt. Now, authorities later tracked Washington down in Rutherford County, North Carolina. And also, I want to know this right here. Who was he staying with in North Carolina? Who is these people's house that he was at? Because I'd be mad as hell. Number one, I wouldn't even open the door. If you saw up here and shot your mama and tried to kill your mama, guess what? You would have no problem killing me. And I hope people understand that. So, for anybody trying to harbor somebody that's sitting out here committing crimes, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hate the young man lost his life. But at the same time, what do you expect when you do these type of things? Whether you're mentally ill or not. And guess what? I'm sure nobody else want to die in this situation now. He stated that he was ready to go and that he was ready to be free. And guess what? You felt that way. It's sad that you felt that way at 23 years old. That's why I asked earlier in the video, where did all this come from? Now, that don't mean that your mama Taisha Hall was ready to go. And that also don't mean that your other siblings was ready to go also. Only you had this in your frame of mind. So like I said, why not take yourself out, or why not go get help other than taking your damn self out? Don't kill your damn self. But guess what? Before you hurt somebody else, guess what? Go do it to yourself. That's all I'm trying to say. And I'm sure you all feel the same way, because it's all about what? Self-preservation. Anyway, this is what he had to say, and we're going to close with this right here. Ty Washington says this right here, and it's really heartbreaking to even, read this, but I want you all to get a better understanding. He said, my last response from humanity is that you seriously evaluate the care you have for each other. If the species is to ever evolve, you must stop eating animals, stop warring with each other, and take care of Mother Earth, he pinned on his Instagram. And then he also goes on to say, overthrow the sadistic government and rebuild. Notice he says sadistic, satanic government and rebuild on a fresh foundation. It's time for me to rest now. Now, why would a guy sit there and say that right there? So maybe, not maybe, clearly it was a lot going on with this young man, but it never supposed to come to this. And this, is the reason why I tell y'all that you should love yourself. And also, if you hear any kind of voices, if anything is telling you to go hurt somebody, go hurt yourself, you need to seek help immediately. But also in closing, I have a GoFundMe for Taisha Hall and her children. So if you all want to donate, please donate to help this woman and her children, because it's very sad what happened to her and her children. Because clearly, from what I heard and from what people have been telling me, that she did not do nothing to cause this also. And also, what would make a son want to go take out his mama and also his own brothers and sisters? That's a sad situation. That's why I tell you all, you need to stay prayed up every single day. Now, you can do what you want to do with your life. You can sit up here and just say, well, Trey don't know what he's talking about. But guess what, though? I'm going to be all right, because every day I wake up, I pray all throughout the day. I pray or whatnot. So I want you all to know one thing right here is, look, protect your temple, protect your thoughts, because the moment you let the enemy slip in, it's hard to get him out. And he will destroy you if you let him. Anyway, you all let me know what you think. I'll let you know what I think. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. Anyway, if you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also, share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed, and I will see y'all soon on the next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.